Well, hello there. So this is something a bit different for my YouTube channel because I haven't talked about guitars before on the channel. And this guitar I've had since I was a teenager, maybe 40 years. Lately it's been put away for a while, for maybe a year or so. And I haven't played it much because I've been tinkering with another guitar. But I thought I'd get it out and have a look at it, And when I did, I realised probably it was in need of a little bit of TLC. And one of the things that I noticed was that of the 4 control knobs, one of them is a slightly different colour to the rest. And then somewhere back in the memory banks I remember that like years ago I'd chipped one and replaced it, and you can see it doesn't match. So with the availability of eBay these days, I thought, well, I would look to see what it would cost to replace them all so they all matched, and it's less than a tenner. So that's what I plan to do. So then I did a little bit of research about what to look out for, any advice about doing this job, and I found a real handy little tip that I'm going to share with you now, which I got from Grimsby's finest guitar player. He's a bloke called Dave Simpson. He's got a YouTube channel that's quite a big YouTube channel. The bloke's a brilliant guitar player, but also he's a really cool guy who's a good advocate for talking about your mental health problems and how music and guitars, anything really that you're passionate about and can immerse yourself in, can be really helpful with mental health problems. And he talks openly and really genuinely about this side of his life. So I'll put a link to his channel in the description, and I really recommend you have a listen. He's just a brilliant bloke. Anyway, he gave this tip about how to get knobs off a guitar, and you use a spoon, which I wouldn't have thought of doing, but he reckons this is the #1 implement that you need. So the way that you do it, as you can see all right here, is you just get the tip of the spoon under the knob, and then just apply a little bit of leverage and turn the knob like this, levering up gently with the spoon, just gently, and it starts to come away. Lever gently and keep turning, and then you can get it off, no problem. And then when I was researching a bit about these knobs and what have you, I discovered something, that there's 2 sizes to be aware of, which I didn't know. There are ones with 18 splines or with 24 splines. If your eyesight's good enough, you can actually count them. But if your eyesight, like mine, is terrible, what I found a way to do it was, I took this watchmaker's screwdriver, and I could just put it in here, and by moving it around you can actually really easily feel the ridges, for the splines, and count them. So these are 18, but that was a really much easier way than trying to see, just feel it. So yeah, the next job is going to be sending off for some of these new knobs that are all matching, and obviously simple job, stick them on and the job's done. So there's another little story about how old this guitar is. If I just flick it over, and I've got to spin it around here, hold on. If I flick it over and show you on the back, I hope you can see there's a sticker here that says no fixed channel link. When I was a student, I was living in Canterbury, and I went to a demonstration organised by the National Union of Seamen against the construction of the Channel Tunnel, and they were giving out these stickers. And I remember that Margaret Thatcher came along and met with the French president to sign the agreement to begin the construction of the Channel Tunnel. And the main memory I have of that day is seeing Margaret Thatcher come by, and I could, I was within a few yards of her, and her hair looked like it was held in place with 2 or 3 cans of hairspray. It looked like a crash helmet or something. That's the memory I have. But anyway, that's an aside really. But yeah, I got that one wrong, didn't I really? Because these days, whenever I go to France on the motorbike, we always go on the Channel Tunnel, and it's fantastic. So got that one wrong. Anyway, that's an aside really. So anyway, the main point here is, if you want to take your knobs off a guitar, what you need is a spoon. See ya.